you're just wanting me to record this because you have a problem.
I do have a problem.
Yeah, I know. But we love it.
Of course.
Wait.
Oh, yes. All the... I love it. Do we have another one? Do we have another? Is there a third?
Hey, there we go.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I love it. It's 3 drinks. Delicious energy and squirt. And
Ruby red squirt.
Oh, yeah. Ruby red squirt, the best squirt. And this is the Shenanigans podcast. So, we were kind of right. We went against our initial wanting to do 2 Alien episodes every 2 weeks. Because this one's kind of a standalone. Takes place before the series begins, technically.
Yeah, technically it does.
And informs a lot of why the ship went down in Prodigy territory. And we were right. To a point. Bob tries to talk. Our little tentacle friend tries to talk. He kind of pulls off some sort of almost
Body
hero
snatcher type thing.
Well, he body snatchers. He got into a human body like we were kind of thinking he was going to at some point during the series. And he kind of acted like a hero a little bit. He fought the xenomorph.
He fought the xenomorph in 2 forms. When he took over one of the human bodies. And then, Xeno seemed to disable the body. And so Bob was like, oh no, round 2. Popped out of the eye hole and lunged at him and actually caused a problem. Tiny little Bob caused a grown xenomorph a problem for a minute.
Bob is the winner of the series.
Yes.
I said it while we were watching the video or the show. Bob is good guy.
There's actually a running theory on YouTube that a lot of people are saying, is he actually a good guy, or kind of like what I was saying, was he just doing it because it's like, no, I want to kill them, not you, me.
I want the people.
Yeah.
Either way, he is good guy. I do not care.
So yeah, guys, if you can't already tell, we did watch this week's episode of Alien Earth. It was episode 5, In Space No One. And like John said, it does recap the events leading up to the crash that takes place in the first episode. We decided to watch this episode instead of doing our standard 2-episode review because, again, even though it's part of the series, it really is like a standalone thing. It's almost like a borderline like a movie. It kind of did feel like an actual movie.
It was an hour and like 4 minutes long.
Yeah, so it was a little bit longer than, like, I would say a short film or something like that. But yeah, it's like its own little self-contained, the Magnaut, the end of the Magnaut.
Yeah, essentially.
And I was very happy with that because it also very, very much solidified the fact that the boy Cavalier, Prodigy Boy, Mr. Feetsies, he is absolutely the villain.
100%. Yep. Sorry, spoilers, but as you know, we always do. It is revealed that Boy Cavalier orchestrated the crash.
Or at least basically said, hey, I want you to crash the ship in my territory. So it's like, you probably may or may not have wanted to have as big of a disaster as it was, but it at least went to his territory. And, well, you know what? Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, he wanted it to have as much problem like landing as possible, like in his territory, because then that way it's like not only does he get this, but he could also potentially get the financial support from Weyland-Yutani.
Yep.
Because of lawyers,
which they are coming.
Oh yes, it's like that. Watch the last episode of this series actually has nothing to do with xenomorphs or like the synthetics or cyborgs or the new model synths. It's all going to just be like a courtroom drama for like an hour and a half, like fucking Judge Judy meets Weyland-Yutani.
They get the guys who, from the Suits to pop up.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, I'd eat that up. That'd be so fucking funny. And the only downside to this episode is we had to see Space Latina die a second time. Yeah. That is the downside of the episode. That said, very good episode. A couple small holes, I believe, but it's nothing that really matters too much as far as like any holes and whatnot.
There was something that they state in this episode that kind of might mess with lore a little bit, is the fact that there's a reason why their blood is acidic. It's not just for defenses. They give off gamma radiation, so it's literally their energy source. That's why they can go long periods of time without eating or drinking or sleeping, because their own blood is a battery for them.
Oh, you know what? That probably does change things to a degree.
Yeah, and I think to like a little degree.
To a point, I'm not too upset about that either. It does explain a lot that isn't really explained otherwise, outside of, ooh, they have acid for blood, don't get it on you.
Which, funny thing, they played that up in a really big way.
Yep.
So basically what happens, we find out that, again, Boy Cavalier contacted somebody on the ship. It could have just been a random person.
Oh, it was their chief engineer.
Oh, yeah, their chief engineer, Petrovic.
There you go.
Yeah, Petrovic.
The guy with the very super, like, he kind of looks like he should be manning a deli in Poland.
Yes.
He looks like a stereotypical, like, deli butcher.
Yeah, so basically what happens is he causes a fire to happen in the containment area where they have a majority of the creatures held, like especially the xeno eggs. So Captain and I believe it was the science officer both run in, they put the fire out. They did not see that the door to one of the containers was open. So of course, two little face huggers crawl their way out. And then, good old alien fashion. Boom, boom. They're both caught. And this one, though, they did do a nice little shot of, so the one guy gets caught right away, taken down. He's done. And the captain that's trying to help him tries to take it off, not coming off. He turns, he catches the face hugger.
That was the engineer. That was the science guy.
Whoever it was, it doesn't matter. They're both dead.
It was that bitch.
Thank you. So cool little scene of he catches the face hugger and struggles, doesn't get him anywhere. He still gets caught. But I like the fact that they showed that little bit of a struggle of like,
very ominous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of nice in that respect where it did show the struggle a little bit because he was actively able to notice it coming at him.
Yeah, and then...
and of course, you got a little bit of a POV going on.
Yeah, exactly. And then... so by the time Zavary, she gets to the med
Space
bay...
Latina,
yes.
for those that aren't aware.
So by the time she and Morrow get to the med bay... They're like, one of them's dead for sure, and the other, well, we don't know. We just know it's on his face. And I'm like, well, what do you mean he's dead? Like, well, the doctor's like, well, I tried to cut the tail off, so when I cut it and it bled, its blood is acid, and it kind of ate through his neck and upper part of his chest. And I was like, oh, well, that's one way to kill him.
Yeah, that's that guy's hella dead. Especially once they kind of show it, it's like, oh yeah, he's hella dead. No coming back from that shit.
And I do like how they showed why there was only one Xeno on the ship, because they ejected the other body.
Yeah, it's like, because initially when I saw the two people there on the with the face huggers, I just looked at you guys and I was like...
You pulled the Leonardo DiCaprio and you pointed at the TV. Oh!
It's like, there were supposed to be two! But yeah, apparently not. I got too excited too quickly. You know what? Those little leech things.
Oh,
that was the one problem I kind of had with the episode. And it's because, of course...
Little gyms.
Yeah,
it's like those little fuckers, because... So at one point, one of them gets out from containment because it's smart enough to realize, I could stick my little tiny leg out and slowly force the lever open. And then what happens is it gets out, goes up, on the inside of the tube that they're held in. It's like as they move around, they kind of leave a trail. Just like a slight little trail, so it's almost like a snail trail, like literally a snail trail. Gets out, gets down onto the table, without anybody noticing, just slowly goes down, goes up to the woman's water, and then just like shits out a whole bunch of tadpoles like right into the water because obviously it's water. I must populate in the water. Goes from there and then just decides, I like to be in sandwiches, and then just literally sits inside the sandwich, going in and out like it's fucking hot dogging something. It's just rubbing itself inside her sandwich until the medical officer comes in and is like, oh, no, that's not supposed to be out here. Clamps it, puts it in, and then they keep like cock teasing us with her drinking from there for a while until it's like, oh, nope. One of the other dudes that the like
Princess.
Malachite.
Yeah, Malachite.
Which every fucking time I hear that name, I'm like, Sailor Moon. But yeah, until he takes a drink of it, then eventually just spits up blood. And then, so you only had the two that we've seen prior to this outside of the tadpoles, and they were the ones inside containment, which she put the lid on the containment on top of that. Like the lid, not just the closed. And from there, the only other time that you see them again are the grown kind of babies that were inside the boy, or Malachite, I should say, inside the med bay after they kind of crack him open to try to see if they can be removed, which they can't really, because apparently if you try to remove them, they give off some sort of toxin that just kills everything in the vicinity.
Heavy nerve.
Yeah, it's like got to be some sort of heavy nerve toxin, and yeah, it just kills everybody in the room. So the specimen handler, the medical dude, and of course the Malachite boy, the idiot. he is so dumb, but endearingly dumb. But yeah, so they all are dead in there now.
Which, don't forget, that's what kind of causes Zephyr.
To kind of lose it a little bit.
Like, lose it to where Morrow's like, no, I'm the captain now because you can't handle any of this.
Yeah, it's like she can't really make those calls. But one of the things that, again, it's like my brain goes, hey, there's a plot hole here, or at least they're just not showing us information that probably should have been there, because it could have been like this gripe could have been fixed with a second extra of footage. Literally, like a extra second of footage. So the thing is off the gas, kills everything in there, but we see them still alive inside the boy, like Malachite's body. Yet somehow there's like contained inside the med bay because it's locked down. Later we see a whole swarm of them going after the other like younger guy who died inside the specimen containment area after Morrow kills Petrovich. Where the fuck did they come from? There were no extra specimens. So it's like, that could have been fixed. Again, like 1 extra second of screen time where it's just like, oh, they started to fit their way through wall panels or something like that. Okay, that explains it right there. Boom. Didn't fucking show it. So now we got to expect that they're some sort of mechanical geniuses as well, with advanced space age electromechanical bullshit.
Could be, and this is just essentially me speculating, sandwich.
Oh, they just
appeared from the sandwich.
Yeah, they
either
just
that
fed from the sandwich.
Or remember, she just put the bottle to the side.
That was in a completely different room. It wasn't the same room.
They could still travel.
Yeah, they could still travel, and I know that there were still things in there, but it seems like their primary food source, they can breed in water, obviously, because they're kind of tadpole-ish, but their food source is blood. So it's kind of like, okay, I know that they're just quickly establishing this creature, in effect. But if that's the case, you're already kind of going against the creature's own rules, technically.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, there's some things I can excuse, some things I cannot, but it doesn't really impede my enjoyment of the episode because it was a very good episode. So they're already kind of going against their established
and again,
nature in a sense.
They teased the one creature, the one that hangs upside down. They teased it again.
Yeah. We still don't know what the fuck it does.
Yeah, where we remember like the tendril came out, and not only did it just come out, but it almost like, because the tip opens up and it's like a mouth, but it looked kind of resembled like a hand touching the glass when Morrow was right there. And you know, Morrow just being Wolverine with a big old cigar in his mouth for no reason.
He
looks cool.
Logan.
Yeah, he just looks cool.
Pulls the blades out of his hand. He is the Wolverine.
So I have to bring up one thing about that. I love the fact that Morrow and Clem, they're going to try to go wake up the rest of the crew so that way they can try to resolve what's going on. Petrovic shows up in the hallway, starts shooting, instantly hits Clem in the shoulder. For some odd reason, he bleeds heavily. And then when they proceed to back up into the science lab,
gets it in the leg.
And, you know, so Morrow's helping him. He puts him down on the floor up against this little thing, kind of where the two security guys got killed in the first episode.
Morrow set them down,
yeah.
And they got nailed by the leeches.
Yeah. And, you know, so Morrow's telling Clem, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Just hang on.
Just hang on. And Petrovic just walks in and one-shots him in the back of the head. So Clem is gone. And
it was so anticlimactic. It was so hilarious.
Funny. So, you know, Morrow backs away. Obviously, there's two ways into the room. He hits the button, goes out the door, goes through the hall. Petrovic, he had walked into the lab as well. So, you know, he's backing out. I don't get how he didn't realize that Morrow left the room the other way, but that's neither here nor there, because out of nowhere, instead of just shooting the man, Morrow comes up behind him and shanks him and proceeds to raise him into the air. And I understood because, you know, he wanted to ask him questions or whatever, but like that was just hate. That was just anger. You basically ruined this guy's job, which he is very passionate about. And this episode actually explains it, because it's not even him. Well, we see it via flashbacks that he did have a daughter, but she died at the age of 18 in a house fire that burned down her entire house. And so this job really is his life. And then even, what's his name? I can't pronounce it properly. It's where is it at?
Which one, Petrovic?
No.
Tang?
No, not Tang. Bob took his body.
Maintenance bro.
Yeah, the maintenance guy.
Old maintenance guy.
Shmuel. It's Shmuel. Shmuel.
Close enough, yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
even he points out to Malachite that this job, you don't get paid for your work, you get paid for your life, because the task they were on was 65 years of their life. Because Malachite was asking him about like, oh, you're going to be excited to see your wife again. And he's like, when we left, she was 31. And we've been gone for 65 years. There's a good chance she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, he said she looks like a grandma now.
Well, no, but if you think about it, she's probably dead.
Yeah.
there's
no, 100%.
Yeah, the way that the planet is in this universe, she's more than likely dead. And the whole fact of, you know, we kept giving Morrow a hard time about like, dude, man, why are you taking this so seriously?
Yeah, it's like now we kind of know why.
Yeah, now we kind of know why. Now we get it. And then, of course, the way that the episode ends, he did go back to Wayland Yutani, speaks with the Yutani that's in charge now, which is the granddaughter of the woman that was in charge when he was still on Earth, who actually apparently adopted him and took him in, and she was very fond of him according to her granddaughter. And so now we understand his loyalty. So you know how you were saying that the therapist is too loyal to Prodigy?
It kind of explains in some respects through Morrow why she could potentially be that loyal.
Yeah. So now, even though he's a villain, I kind of
like him a little bit more.
I kind of like him more, especially now that we got the big reveal that Boy was the one that put everything in motion. So
Boy.
So now, like you said, he is the legitimate main villain.
Yeah, it's like the employer and creator of our cast of fun characters, the youth of our nation.
I just hear the song in my head.
That was the hope. Yeah, it's like that guy is our main villain by a long shot. I doubt that he's going to get any better, and we're only going to get more and more out of him that just makes us go like, oh yeah, totally fuck this guy. Because there are moments where we're just kind of like, okay, fuck this guy, but other moments where we're like, okay, that was kind of nice. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, I think
like
those
that.
I think those the kind of nice moments. I think they're gone now.
Oh yeah, I think
now,
at this point he's going straight villain.
Yeah, now we're just complete hate train.
Yeah, especially because now that it's been established his role in everything that has happened so far, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, absolutely fuck this guy. Everything else that's going to be mask off for us. So
Yeah. Oh, there was something funny about this episode. I don't know if you guys caught it. The events of Alien vs. Predator Requiem are canon because the crew already knew what a xenomorph was. And remember, the crew in the original movie did not know what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is canon that Weyland-Yutani has known about the xenomorphs for a very long time. And then, obviously in the show, we see that Prodigy, they also know about them. So, yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Just the fact that, yeah, they've known. They've known.
Those little sluts.
It's all coming together.
I know, right?
And it's like slowly but surely.
Also, this is a topic back to one of the other episodes, past episodes. I think it was the one where Feet Boy was talking to Wendy, and he was like, "Oh, family, all this and that." Like,
yeah.
I know the reason now. Actually, it's because I ended up watching a breakdown of someone did a breakdown of it. Apparently, he lost his entire family.
Okay,
At like a very young age.
That doesn't give him a reason to walk around without shoes. I'm sorry.
That's like,
no, I don't know
sure
about
that.
that.
They raised him past toddler.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that reason, but I know that the whole like why he doesn't like parents and stuff like that is the whole him losing his family and stuff like that.
Which makes sense,
He has a therapist on staff.
Yes.
He also, unfortunately, apparently has a God complex, though, so he's not going to talk to a therapist.
He also doesn't know how to wear fucking shoes.
I mean, I remember how dirty those things were when that first episode they were talking about it.
Only walked around barefoot sometimes. They had sandals.
Indeed.
They knew that they couldn't walk around everywhere barefoot in Jerusalem.
So overall, though, I will say this is probably my favorite episode so far.
No, it's not. There was not enough Kirsch.
I didn't want to bring that up because I knew we would get stuck in a loop on that. I had that thought in my head, and
there
I was
was
like,
an issue with this episode, and it was no Kirsch.
No, but they made up for it because they gave us more Bob screen time.
That is true.
And probably one of the coolest fight scenes that we've ever seen.
Honestly,
of him
true.
using the engineer's body. And he wasn't scared. He charged at the xenomorph. He actually called it into the room.
Yeah, it's like he called it into the room and was like, fuck you!
And then just ran at him, full force, jumped on him, was biting him.
Well, he jumped at him, flipped around his head, and started biting him and trying to, like, choke him out.
Yeah.
Which was the greatest thing to see. It's like that little tentacle monster took over the like, chief engineer guy, or the other engineer guy, maintenance bro, and just went to town. It was a beautiful fucking sight, because then even once the xenomorph started like piercing the shit out of the guy just so that it was like, oh nope, this body's fucking dead, he's like, okay, abandon ship, attack normally. So just little fucking eyeball pops out, tentacles and all, shoots itself Spider-Man style onto the xenomorph's face and starts like fucking with it, and the xenomorph's like, what the fuck is going on? It just starts like flailing about, goes into the hallway for a few minutes, and it's like gives Moro the chance to get out, and same with Zaveri. Yes, I will use her name once.
There you go.
Once. And then it's just like, okay, I'm out. I'm just gonna go hide now because my job is done for the time being.
Yeah, I know. And then,
It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, that was great, and that makes you wonder, like, what else can Bob do?
Yeah,
we need to call him now. From now on, Spider Bob. That is it.
Spider Bob.
Yeah,
Spider Bob.
That was funny when he flung himself through the room, and like the first thing you said, Josie, they were like, Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's
I was like, oh shit,
it was good. That was good shit. I really liked that.
Yeah, see, so
Bob is our favorite character. Kirsch is our second favorite character. This episode had a glut of Bob, no Kirsch though.
Yeah.
So it's almost a perfect episode.
Well, you know, the funny thing about Bob too is the fact that he did try to warn the specimen lady.
Oh, he tried to warn her, and also his attacking of Space Latina. Told you. I don't think that he was attacking to hurt her.
No, I think
because the xenomorph was coming up behind her as far as the door goes.
Yeah.
So when he did that, I think he might have just been trying to get her out of sight so it stops trying to come after him.
Yeah. No, because if you look when Morrow just one hands the door, just not even a problem for him. Just he doesn't miss arm day at all. And, you know, Listen gets in there. You see that she was, like, thrown from being against the door to, like, the center panel in the room.
Yeah, it's like I sincerely think that Bob was trying to actually protect them in a sense.
Whether because he wanted to kill them himself or because he's actually a good guy. We don't know.
Hey, he is a good guy.
Yeah, it's like, regardless, Bob's a good guy in my heart.
Yes.
And, well, with all of the Bob praise, I do have to admit that one thing that I find kind of interesting is it looked like initially he was trying to talk.
Yeah, it did.
He did make, of course, like sounds. That's what kind of called the xenomorph back.
It kind of sounded like he had the same vocal that Wendy uses.
Potentially.
So
that's why I said body snatcher, because you know the sound effect that they do from body snatchers. So.
Oh yeah, but I do very much think that he was trying, or she, as it's still Bob, I don't care, but it does seem that it was trying to talk at one point, because it did kind of open its mouth at them, but then was kind of like, I don't speak human shit. So that's a good possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out later, probably. But like I said, Bob will get a person, and soon it's going to get our wall cleaner. And after it gets our wall cleaner, we're going to have our spinoff series of Kirsch and the Wall Cleaner featuring Bob.
Going on adventures, cleaning walls.
Yeah, just adventures. It's going to be like Power Wash Simulator, but with better lore. It's like, that's the way it should be.
Next stage, DLC for Power Wash Simulator.
Nah, just wait a couple weeks. It'll be in part 2. Because Power Wash Simulator 2 is coming out pretty soon. So, hey, there we go. True. All you got to do, guys. I forgot who the hell develops the game, but whoever does, just take the idea. It's free. License yourself the alien property. Make a Bob and Kirsch level.
There you go. That's all we need. Just go around cleaning up the remains of the Magnaut.
Yeah, man, that still sounds better than World of
War of the Worlds.
There you go.
Yep. I think that would actually make more money back day one as a DLC item for $5 than War of the Worlds would have made within a year. I also am pretty sure that the worst selling Magic the Gathering set of all time probably made more money in its opening week than War of the Worlds will in its first year.
Well, that's why they released it on streaming.
Tax right off the movie. I'm going to harp on that forever. Until they release something worse, that movie is going to be my ultimate tax write-off movie.
That is, like I said, the forever running joke in this podcast is just us talking about that movie.
The first time we never make a joke about it, it's because we actually sat down and watched the movie.
Probably that particular episode will end up with only 2 people there, because inevitably one of us will no longer be in this world after watching such a travesty.
Oh God.
So
I love it.
So moving on from travesties like that, the unthinkable happened.
What is the unthinkable?
A little indie game actually did come out.
Are you sure about that? Because I've spent about 5 to 6 hours with it. I'm still not even sure if it's fucking out.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, we are talking about Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so it did come out. It wasn't pushed back like we had said last episode that it probably would have been.
It was mostly me, because I've been trolling on that game like a lot of other things forever.
I mean, to be fair though, I mean it's been a while.
Yeah.
So,
7 years.
Yeah,
Or
so,
6.
I think it's either 7 or 8.
yeah, it's around there. So came out.
$20.
Yeah, $20,
USD.
$20, which is a great price. I honestly think it is. Whether that was them saying like, "Hey guys, sorry for the delay, all these years, here you go," or if they were just like, "We don't care, just buy the game."
Yeah, it's like they know they're gonna, because they're not having any distribution costs.
Think about
technically.
it like this. One, people who paid for the Kickstarter for Hollow Knight got the game for free.
Yeah, that's true.
And now $20 for the game. Plus, apparently there is DLC being added to the game.
Yeah.
Is that DLC going to be a dedicated fucking parry? Or are they going to take out contact damage?
I don't know.
Because they should take out contact damage, because contact damage is the fucking devil.
Yeah, it sounds like you have words.
Oh, I have tons of words for
Okay.
it. I like the game.
Yeah, no, no.
I actually really
enjoy.
do.
I enjoy it as.
I need to properly actually sit down and play the
you
game
played
myself.
it for about 15 minutes and you got stuck on a boss.
Yes, I need to proper actually sit down and play the game myself.
Oh, yeah.
So,
because my mind keeps going back to Hollow Knight 1.
So I'll here. So we'll give you the stage in a moment because you have words.
I got plenty.
Let me just chime in.
I'll play on the background.
Technically, you could.
Yes.
Just got to mute the TV so it doesn't go right into my microphone.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll go ahead and do that because you know what? I am a good friend. Actually, I'm a terrible friend, and I'm.
So
I will troll everybody until the end of time because that is what I do in life. But go ahead.
Yeah. So
be your best person. Beat the game. Go ahead, keep fighting the boss. It's like I'll turn once I finally hear like a "here we go" or a "fuck." I'm more likely to hear the "fuck" after about the next 20 minutes of us talking about it.
I know, right? So, played the game. I played the first one. I will admit I never finished the first one. It was just one of those things. I was dedicated to playing it nonstop, and then that one time when you stop and you don't play it for like a week, and then it just kind of goes to the wayside. But I'll go and finish it one day.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. This one, overall, I gotta say this. Beautiful. I love the music. Very, very pulls you in. The character designs, I mean, it's Hollow Knight. Like, what are you're not gonna get like super intricate. So there's one. But gameplay, it's fun. My gripe with it is I'm not a person that likes having to buy not just your map, but buy every part of your map to piece it together, especially when it's so expensive in the game to buy it.
Yeah, it's like even at the part that I'm at, because I know in the game I am significantly further. Any of the map purchasing things, it's like it never gets technically cheaper because the currency seems to be doled out very infrequently.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, I haven't stopped playing it yet. I gave it a good couple hours last night. I want to see where it goes. I like the design of the main character. This time female. It's weird because a lot of dialogue that you do have in the game, some call her a child, and then she'll correct them and be like, "Well, no, trust me, my childhood was like a very long time ago." So I don't know.
Yeah, it's like maybe I'm just relation to the rest of the bug people here. Maybe she's technically a child because they're all fucking older than balls.
Yeah.
That is a distinct possibility. I love it. Josie is being quiet over there. It's like, currently for listeners' sake, I do have his mic muted so that you don't have to hear constant controller input, because I know that would happen. But at the same time, it is kind of funny because he is trying to be quiet. So when he dies on this boss, he's miming out everything, and it's glorious because it's just like, you just see it out the side of your eyes. It's
and
great.
he's already 0-3.
But
yeah, that's all I have to say. Nothing too crazy. So now you can have your words.
Okay, so let me get out my notes here. We are getting the notes. Okay, so first note. I know in Hollow Knight 1, it takes a while to kill things. That said, this takes an exceptionally long time to kill things. That is one of my biggest problems, is like, even from the get-go, it's like you don't really have any enemies where you're like, oh, I could just smack them and move on. Something that can be effectively a fodder enemy. There's always a level of amount of hits you're going to have to do on them, at least to the point where I'm at. I know you technically do not heal slower in this game. It does feel like you do because it's not cancelable. At least it doesn't appear to be cancelable, or I have not figured out how to cancel it myself. And then, as I said earlier, contact damage. Fuck contact damage. 90% of the reason why contact damage exists is because of old video games in the Metroidvania line, where for whatever reason they didn't have attack animations, they just came at you. And if they just came at you, you would take damage upon contact. That made sense. There was no animation for it. Now we have animations for it. So close.
You were really close that time. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like you have animations for attacks. Even in this game, there's technically a parry system. And you have a dash system. There's no fucking good reason to have contact damage in any type of game that has any of those anymore, because all it does is just artificially increase the difficulty. I mean, if they're going to attack you, let the attack hurt you. Why would touching their body hurt you? Or just going past them? Because that's what I imagine when I see that type of stuff. It's like you're just walking past them. No. For whatever reason, no. Fuck that. Fuck me. But, yeah. Then when it comes to the enemies, some attacks, there's no real telegraph to see which attacks do until you experience them on your body, which ones just suddenly do 2 damage for no reason. They just do. It's stupid, especially because I'm about 5 to 7 hours in, kind of in that range. And there is not an armor upgrade to be seen so far, which is a pain in my ass. I know that there's an item you can get to kind of give yourself a shield, but if you use that also drains your threat, which also would make, and it just softens damage. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You could soften the damage, take 1 instead of 2, but now you can't heal if you need to. So we got a problem there too. I don't like it. Then we have, this is also kind of a holdover from the first Hollow Knight. For the most part, there's no iframes in it. There's no iframes. And I really miss having iframes in games like this, because you take the hit, you need to be able to kind of get out of the situation. And sometimes with the lack of iframes, like, you get hit in a certain way, it's like, just accept your fate, you're dead. Even if the hit itself doesn't kill you, the situation following immediately after the hit, it's gonna fucking kill you. Then, yeah, to start getting your upgrades to damage, I said I'm about 5 to 7 hours in. I just found where to get your first upgrade to damage. And apparently that damage is supposed to be very negligible, because enemies take forever to kill. Forever. And this boss that Josie is in the process of trying to kill right now is prime example of that shit. They take forever to kill. because they are all squishy, or no, you are squishy, and they are the antithesis of squishy. They are just carapace upon carapace upon carapace for these bug creatures. I don't know what type of steroids they've been taking, but it's some serious fucking steroids.
This boss came from the 80s.
Oh yeah, this is like a quarter eating boss. Well, most of the bosses are kind of quarter eaters technically, if you really think about it.
I mean, even one of the one of the first ones you fight, the Moss Queen, even she, like, until you figure out her pattern, which she has a really. That's the one thing about this game that I did notice is that a lot of them, their patterns takes you like 2 to 3 times to see what they do, and then once you do, you just got to be able, to recognize what's coming and when it's coming, how to dodge or attack or everything. But then every now and then they'll just tweak their pattern by just kind of like, before
micrometer where it's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
The one that you initially told me you were having a little bit of a problem with.
The Bell Beast.
The Bell Beast. Because it took me about 4 or 5 times to kill him, but even then it's like, after a certain point, there's just such a minute change in his attack pattern after a certain point, because initially he has 3 attacks, a leaping attack, a charging attack, and then one where he comes up from the ground in the center and has 1 bell on either side of him go off and kind of smack around. But after a certain amount of damage, it's the same pattern, but a 3rd bell will sometimes fall from the center right above him. That's a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, no, I found out the hard way. That's one of the, I think, like the 3rd time I died.
Yeah, and it's
because of that. And then
the funny part about that is, like, that's the easy minute change that this game does, where it's like, okay, you have to deal with this little extra thing towards the end with the attack combinations. A little bit later, there's like a mech that you have to deal with. It's like a big mech in the background that you have to just fight. It has 4 arms, the bottom arms, if you see them light up, they swipe across. If the top one comes up, it's going to slam down and take out a part of the spot that you're standing on. So by that particular point, you should be able to get out of the way in time to do any of that. The big problem comes with, at the very end, the vents open up on 2 sides, because after this point, you should have, or his boss only becomes active once you've gotten the upgrade to your cloak that allows you to ride wind currents. And they're all going to be vertical wind currents. At least I haven't seen any like left or right wind currents. So don't quote me on that yet. But all the way to the top, you have to ride that wind current and smack 2 things on the side of a rock on the very top. Once those wind currents open up, there's, outside of those wind currents being there is 0 telegraphing that there's anything above that's going to actually finish the boss. Because it's like, okay, the wind currents open up. Maybe it's just another way for me to more effectively get up and over the bottom hands to strike at the head. Because doesn't that just make sense? No, it's not meant to strike him at all. You don't have to strike him once that happens. All you do is you just go up, smack the 2 little sides that are explosive at the very top of the map, and then it just drops a rock and kills him. But you'll never find that out if you're trying to actually attack the boss. It's like after I got to that particular phase, like twice using the wind currents just to come over and like keep smacking his ass, and he would kill me because he just gets faster. So he's not so much of a different boss at any point. He's just faster. It was like, oh, okay, cool. Now I get it. Because he kept attacking on that side. Oh, I felt like an idiot.
Don't you love when games do that?
Like the one that had the most of a change in the pattern so far to me. There's 2 bosses. They're pretty close to each other in proximity. One is the boss that I'm currently stuck on because I'm old and I'm terrible at video games. is the Widow, which is the one that unlocks the ability to upgrade your stuff. Because when you fight her, she has kind of the 3 distinct phases that you normally go through in a lot of these boss fights in the game. Oh,
He
holy
did it.
shit. Josie did it. Finally.
Fuck this.
Real quick, just to let you guys know, it took him 13 tries. I was keeping count. That was his 13th attempt.
Contact damage can suck a dick, bro.
Told ya.
Every time I died was literally because of the contact
Yeah,
damage.
it was.
Like,
That's
I
like
was
contact damage is the worst holdover from classic games. It is the worst holdover. I will die on that hill. Like, I know people will be like, "Oh, well, just don't touch them." It's like, don't get hit. It's like,
go
well,
back and save on the.
oh yeah. Well, actually, save wouldn't necessarily matter too much as long as you just don't fucking die.
Well, no, because he's got to get back to the podcast. He can't keep playing video games. That was the only thing he had to do right now.
That literally was just kill the boss.
Yeah, it's like, okay, kill the boss. Yeah, it's like I made a couple attempts earlier because I've beaten the boss before, but if anything, it was still kind of like, okay, fine, fuck it. I'll just show the methodology because I'm terrible at this game anyway. So it's like I'll show the method to beat him, and then I'll just hand it off.
Just leave it in the background.
Yeah. No, this was impromptu. So we'll do like a proper one where we record like the footage of. Well, because there's more games.
Oh yeah,
that we're gonna play.
Plenty more games that we're gonna play, and on top of
I
that,
still do want to do play Dead Cells.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna do the Dead Cells one. We just gotta get everything.
Get everything set up to do it.
My capture card somewhere back here. So
Yeah, because like I said, I have full DLC for that game. That game was like the biggest obsession I had.
But then we gotta make sure we start a new file though.
Oh, yeah.
From scratch and just we'll keep count how many times we die.
Oh, it keeps track for you.
Oh, yeah, it
okay,
does.
then
Yeah.
nice.
it
You can
very
go,
much keeps track.
When you look at the new file, it shows the counts of deaths.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think on my main one, I have like 100 and something.
Oh yeah, it's like I think on my main file, if I still have the file, it's like I probably got like 200 something deaths in that game.
Game's fucking hard.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, but it's
especially
addictive.
the further you get into it, the more things you unlock, the harder it gets too.
Plus, if you beat the boss, you get the boss cell, and in order to essentially beat the story,
You have to be.
you have to keep going higher and higher with difficulty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm never gonna beat it then.
Yeah, it gets fucking brutal. It really gets fucking brutal. But yeah, it's like so the widow boss in this game, which I think you're like 4 hours from.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to deal with this right now or anything, thank God. But that boss is the devil at this moment, at least. Because like I was explaining to Josie when I was driving over here to Jose's, I'm stuck currently between a rock and a hard place and a harder place because one area looks to be built for whatever next upgrade I'm supposed to get that I can go to. Then, or like mobility upgrade I can get. That's what I should say. The other area is a gauntlet fight where everything takes forever to kill. Not as long as this guy took to kill, but pretty fucking close. And then from there, I also have the Widow boss. The Widow boss, she has a very easy pattern in the beginning. Her initial pattern is effectively, okay, I'm going to drop some bells because she's in the bell town. So I'm going to drop a couple bells, and then I'm going to vanish myself away into oblivion and come back and do the same thing. Or she will drop some bells and maybe like just charge at you, take a couple little swings off to one side of the map, and then just goes into the back, comes back, does one of the two. And then when she decides to change it up, she'll actually summon like bell piles from the ground, kind of like they just kind of like rumble and then shoot up, and you just gotta kind of jump, hover, and then dodge so that you can cover the distance and you won't get hit by it. Super fucking easy to dodge. It's not a problem. It just slightly speeds up as she goes through the phases. And then when you hit the little spot where everything slows down because you landed that final hit. Nope, no you didn't. You didn't land the final hit. You got a whole other phase at least that she just starts screaming at you about. And now all of the attacks are doubled. And faster. I was pissed because it's like I can't beat the gauntlet because I don't do enough damage and I'm a shit player. And with that one, it's like I have to fight effectively a 4-phase boss. And then the other one, yeah, it's like I might have to just try going after the other area that's meant for a little bit later and just see if I can actually make the traversal happen. Because I think it's built for the next traversal item, but I don't have it yet, and I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to get it. So maybe if I do that, I can go ahead and get some kind of other upgrade, because I also just need more pearls. The pearl system in this, the pearl and shard, you have 2 currencies. One currency really is kind of made for re-upping or regenerating your like thrown weapons when you unlock them, and then certain other things, just very, very few and far between, are going to use the shards that drop from everything, basically. So those are super easy to get. Pearls only drop from what I would call the humanoid bugs, any bug that looks like it has clothing on. Those pearls, at maximum, I think typically drop around, unless there's an item you get later that increases pearl count or something like that, which there's got to be. Because I know that one of the items that you can get super early on increases the shards you get. That said, it's so hard to get pearls, especially like a necessary amount of pearls without sitting and grinding them out. You're being nickel and dimed constantly in the game with like, hey, I would like to have this save point active so I can kind of have a safe spot to heal, or like a good checkpoint between point A and point B that I know I'm going to be going kind of to and from every so often, especially if you're like doing a whole bunch of stuff in an area. And that costs typically around like 50 beads. 50 beads is not fucking cheap in this game. And I don't think I've had over like 470 total the whole game so far. As far as like on my character at one time. I don't think I've had even 470. And one of the items that I do need costs 500. And that's one of those. And there's 2 things you can do with that key, and you can't reuse the key.
Oh God, no. I hate when games do that.
So it's like, I think if they're going to ever do a balance patch, what they got to do is they got to increase the amount, like just basically the amount of the pearl drops or like the prayer bead drops. It's like they just got to do that, because otherwise it's like, okay, you're kind of inflating the time you're increasing the time played in a grindy fashion just so people can actually acquire items that are at least mostly necessary to progress. Don't do that shit. It's like, I get kind of doing that for like the map and such, because that is a holdover from the previous game. So people kind of expect that to be like certain aspects being holdovers. But I don't remember, I know in the first one, the amount progressively kind of increased as to how much you were obtaining as you got further, as far as like the little chitin shell things. This does not seem to do that at all, because it really is just kind of a smattering of enemy types, specifically types, that actually carry those prayer beads. Once the prayer beads start occurring, because like even up to this particular point, it's like you only just started acquiring prayer beads. The entire first area of the game, even though there's like vendors and stuff that ask you for prayer beads, do not have prayer beads in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of going from point A where the vendors are, and then you have to go from point A, you go all the way to like point C, and then you have to go back to point A and hopefully not die along the way and lose all of your items. Granted, you can go back to where you died and reclaim everything, but it sucks, and that's a little frustrating.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of Souls-like in that sense, and it's like that makes sense to me. It still is always a pain in the ass to have that happen, but specifically with those prayer beads, it is immensely irritating for that to happen, especially because that's the only currency of the two that gets taken away from you. You keep all your fucking shards. The game does not give a shit about those shards. It's like, no, you could keep those beyond death. Fine, fuck it. Drown yourself in lava. Get smashed under a giant bug's big ass stick. I don't care. Drop from oblivion, or drop into oblivion into a pit on its spikes. Take a tornado to the top. Get sliced up by a bug that just seems to gyroscope into you every fucking time you move. It's fine. Keep your fucking shards. I just want the prayer beads. You can't have any fun things in your life. Yeah, it's like there are points in the game where it's like, and this is, I will preface this by saying I actually do enjoy this game. I actually really do enjoy this game.
So do I.
But there are moments in it where it actively fucking feels like this game hates you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Team Cherry is kind of sitting there in their little offices, wherever the fuck they're from, and they're just like, oh, all these people buying our $20 gorgeously animated game.
You know what this game is?
Fuck them. They all are going to want dominatrix masters by the end of this time with us. They'll call us daddy.
No, you know what this game really is? So you know how I say, like, I don't play, like, Bloodborne or anything like that?
You should. It's easier.
No, it's not. Oh, well, no, in comparison to this game, it probably is. But I think this game is made for people like me, where it's like, oh, we don't play Bloodborne because we don't want to get, you know, our feelings hurt. But then they're like, oh, well, here, play this. It's fun. You'll like it. And you play it, and I'm playing it. And it is difficult, but now I have to see it through.
Yeah, it's like you just read that point and like, I'm going to fucking beat this game.
They're from the Great Down Under.
Oh, so that explains a lot.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I looked it up right now, and it's
lot.
they're from South Australia.
That explains so much. If they're fighting those big ass spiders and kangaroos and crocodiles and fucking everything just to survive, then this actually makes a lot of sense. And this is just actually an Australia simulator now that I think about it. It's like, this is a daily life of an Australian fighting to survive.
Okay, so question for you. I don't think this will happen, but do you think this game will at least get nominated for Game of the Year?
I think it's going to get nominated for Game of the Year
I
just
still
because
think,
there's enough fanboys of the series.
I still think Expedition 33 is winning that. And if it doesn't, then
fucking better.
Yeah, like hands down.
If it's not rigged, 100%.
Oh, yeah. It's like, because like Silksong, it's like, again, I have a lot of gripes with it, but it's also the same type of gripes that I end up having with a lot of Metroidvania style games that are modern, but take the worst parts of like the legacy titles and keep them. Like there's a lot of really good parts about how a lot of modern Metroidvania stuff, including Hollow Knight and Silksong, are designed. There's a lot of good parts. The games themselves are really fun. They have good stories. The movement is nice. There's lots of stuff I really love. But for whatever reason, modern developers do tend to hold on to those little stay-over things where it's like, oh yeah, it's like a contact damage, especially because there's no good reason for it to be there. It's like the only reason that I could see contact damage being a thing in a modern Metroidvania style title at all is if they were too fucking lazy to make any attack animations. They were not that lazy in this game. It's like there's attack animations. You have to effectively, it's a shitty parry, but it's a parry by just attack at the same time that they're attacking. Ta-da. Attacks cling together. Both parties get pushed back a little bit. That's That's your out for that. You also have a dash that does not go through enemies for some fucking reason.
Oof.
It's like, so you have a dash, you have a parry. There's no reason for contact damage to be in there at all. It's like, it should be, like, this game is already skill-based. So why add something that has nothing to technically do with skill? It's like, you're in a movement-based, skill-based game. You have this good movement in your game and these wonderful animations, and then completely undercut it with something that's just frustrating. It's like, being able to perfect a parry in this game will take skill.
I blame Josie for contact damage, because he's the type of player that would frustrate a developer, because you go ham when you play your games. I've seen you. You go in and you think you're all that. I mean, we used to play Apex together, okay?
Yeah,
true.
You know, so
I mean,
they
you
do
see
that.
me play Iron Fist.
Exactly. He's speaking Mandarin. But it's like, I think, you know, not picking on you, but saying, like, for players like you, I think that's why some, not all, but possibly why some developers do keep that contact damage in there, because they know that there are some players who are very aggressive when they play. So it's like, okay, cool, you want to be aggressive, but we got this just to keep you in check, just so that way you don't overpower our game. But
well, they've also kind of doubled it up in this one by making enemies significantly harder to kill.
Oh God, yes. Like, I mean, that boss that we just saw you fight, like,
And that's just a mini boss.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, that was a mini boss, and I'm like, oh my God. When I first fought him the few times, I'm like, this isn't even, because the way I understand it in this game, your bosses have names.
Yeah,
the mini bosses don't have names.
Yeah, they're just kind of roadblock type things.
Yeah, they're always. It's funny. They're always animated just sitting there on the ground, either asleep or just kind of like, what am I gonna do today?
I'm just sitting here playing with my dick,
You know, and then, you know, they see you and they're like, oh, well, they do a little roar. I guess we're gonna fight. And it's like, we didn't have to, man. You could have just stayed sitting down. I could have just walked by you. Let me go get you some popcorn or something, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's like it makes. I hate it because it's like, it makes sense to have all those mini boss style things there, but a lot of them do kind of have that kind of samey feel when you first go in to fight them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I didn't see you there. Let us fight. And of course, like all the regular bosses, they always kind of have that scream moment too, but you'll also get their name and all that shit. So they do like a little thing.
It'd be nice.
There's a couple bosses that you can kind of get a cheap hit in if you time a jump attack just right before they do the scream. Like, if you know the boss is coming in, you can just go like pop real quick, and then all of a sudden,
it would be nice.
I've taken damage.
It would be nice if, like, maybe not all the mini bosses, but like randomly, oh, you beat this one mini boss, he drops an upgrade for you, or
just fucking pearls,
you know. And not every mini boss,
nothing,
but, you know, just periodically, like, you know, that'd be a cool little thing, and maybe they might update it with DLC. Who knows?
I mean, they did that with the first Hollow Knight. A lot of the bosses were either they give you a charm or they give you a charm notch.
Yeah.
Or even just the little kind of roadblocky things that you had to get like specific upgrades to get past, or if you needed to just fight them, like one of the little like big, like, I want to say that it had like little teeth, or the big teeth things, or like little wooden sticks, the big club things. They would just kind of be in the way sometimes, and you just have to kill them. But when you killed them, you got something for it. It's like when you killed those things, you would get some sort of currency. 9 times out of 10, it's like they would either drop some currency or they would be like right in front of an item. The mini bosses in this game don't drop shit. Not even shards. They don't drop pearls or prayer beads. Nothing. They don't drop anything. They are just in your way, and everything takes an exorbitant amount of time to kill.
Yes.
It is a pain in the ass in that regard, because literally the biggest reason why I'm kind of stuck in the spot that I'm stuck in is because I either go through a gauntlet of enemies, which only 3 out of the gauntlet, and I think it's got to be at least minimum 10 enemies in there, but 3 of those take 4 hits. Everything else is upwards of 8. And it's like, in a kind of a Metroidvania style game where you attack as slow as you do, and the movement is good, but you can't dodge through things, and it takes a while for you to regain your silk effectively. So, and healing takes a while. It just adds up to a bad time because it's like, okay, you get hit once or twice at maximum, you're in danger zone because for whatever fucking reason, some of these attacks that look just like the other attacks take 2 damage instead of 1. And by this point, you're basically at still just 5 masks of health. So 3 hits of 2 attack damage thing, you're dead. Otherwise, you have 5 hits, which is a little bit of leeway to work with. If you're just getting hit or just getting smacked around a little bit, it's like you get a little bit of leeway. Not so. In this game, you do not get much leeway ever. It's like you almost have to learn the patterns of not only the bosses, but of like fucking everything. You can't just steamroll this game by any stretch. And to a point, that's fine. If it was easier to upgrade. Because then it's like, okay, if I could upgrade things, I could take down things faster. And I won't necessarily have to spend as much time dealing with this particular enemy, and I can move on to the next challenge. No, spend all the time here, take it or leave it.
One of my complaints is the weapon itself. Supposedly, it's essentially a spear type thing.
Yeah, needle.
Yeah, it's supposed to be long range, but you still have to be like literally within like arm's reach of the person to attack, to do damage. And I'm just like, big weapon. All of a sudden, it's like,
yeah, and
makes me miss the nail.
Oh yeah, a little bit. And the nice part is you do get little combat changes here and there later on, and you can get effectively the Hollow Knight move set, which is very, very welcome. I like it a lot. I switched over and I have not looked back. The only thing I do miss is like occasionally it is kind of fun to use the like diagonal downward thrust to just bounce off of people and keep a little bit of a distance at the same time. Because of course the downward bounce attack effectively, that one doesn't really give you all that much distance. You can still like dash away through the air depending on what type of enemy you're fighting, because if it's like what you were just fighting, it's like that dash still is not going to get you out of range because they cover half the fucking screen. That said, yeah, this game kind of like, I want to say more than any of the Dark Souls games, it's a lot like Dark Souls 2 and 3, with the fact that if you really want to get really good at this game, it's all about pattern recognition. It's all pattern recognition. So if you're not focused on it and you're not ready to commit some brain power to it, you just want to play a game to sit down and fuck things up, do not play Silksong. It will frustrate you endlessly. I mean, I'm willing to put that type of energy down, and it still frustrates me endlessly. And I still love it. And I'm discovering things about myself.
It's awakened something in me.
But yeah, it has some issues. Some may think more than others, but yeah, it's a good game.
It definitely
especially
has
for $20.
It definitely has an issue. Apparently, it crashed Steam the nanosecond it released, and you still apparently can't check out the game yet.
Oh, I don't doubt it. It apparently broke records like immediately.
Yeah.
Dude, the anticipation for this game was
it was sky high.
there because
it's like, even though the game doesn't exist,
yeah,
people might say that the game's actually out. It's not fucking. It's not out.
This is just DLC.
We are just bullshitting right now. The game does not exist. We just paid $20 for Hollow Knight 1 a second time. That's all we did. We wanted people to think that Silksong actually came out so I could come out and troll you all like this and say it doesn't exist anymore because, frankly, I find it funny. And, yeah, my whole diatribe, I haven't played the game at all, don't own it. Because it doesn't exist.
Yes. Yes, it does not.
But no, in all seriousness, though, it really is a very good game, but I do think most From Software games are actually easier.
Yeah.
Except for Sekiro. Don't play that.
Sekiro, no. That because that one is a whole different fucking beast.
Do you like parrying?
Yeah, it's like, do you like parrying? Good. That's the entire game. It's like you can attack.
There is literally no dodge mechanic. You have to parry everything.
Yeah, it's like with Sekiro, it is the funniest fucking thing because they're like, oh, we want people to stop telling us that, or pretty much just stop with the whole being like, oh, I keep getting hit by all these things. I can't parry. My timing sucks. Well, they made a game for you. Get good. Learn to parry the game. And then if you played and beat Sekiro, each From Software game got significantly easier. Because you learned to fucking parry.
Yeah,
except for Bloodborne, because technically Bloodborne doesn't have a parry per se. It basically says, hey, look, they're about to attack you. Shoot them. Shoot them right in the fucking face. That's Bloodborne's parry. I'm not even joking.
I am waiting for them to add a hunter to Night Raid.
Oh, they're not going to do that. It's going to make it into Fortnite before it makes it to there, because Sony's fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Sony, should any of you be listening to me right now, which I don't know why you would, but I'm always right, so you should be fucking listening to me. You have a couple properties that you've been sitting on like dragons hoarding a nest for decades at this point.
Shit, I just want an Infamous too.
It's like, well, we got Bloodborne. We need to get a new Legend of Dragoon. I don't even care if it's a remaster or if they make a new one. You got Legend of Dragoon. What is it? What was the fucking racing game that they did for a long time? What was it? I know it's not Wipeout, right?
Burnout?
No, it was the kind of like shuttle racing one.
Oh, no, I think it was Wipeout.
Wipeout?
Hold on, I have a computer right here.
Internet, yay!
I do want a Sly Cooper game though.
Supposedly,
that'd be nice.
There's rumors that they're either working on a new one.
Insomniac's talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, they've been talking like either
they've been sent down the Marvel mine, so God knows if that's ever going to happen.
Well, I mean, we're still waiting for Wolverine news.
Well, yeah,
and Spider-Man 2 DLC, which apparently
it was Wipeout.
It was Wipeout.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the Wipeout series, they're sitting on that. They're sitting on Infamous.
Infamous 3, give me.
Yeah,
or,
it's like,
I guess 4 technically because the Second Son.
Because you had Second Son, and then what was it, Last Light?
That's just DLC.
Yeah, well, it's DLC's mini campaign.
Yeah,
but it's like they're sitting on all these properties that they're doing fuck all with, and you have a not insignificant segment of the population, especially for fucking Bloodborne, who Sony now owns a share of From Software's parent company. They have the power to say, hey, we would like you to do this. Miyazaki has gone on record saying, I would like to do this. The gaming public has said, we want more Bloodborne. Sony's like, the gamers don't want more Bloodborne. Let's just find random movie tie-in games and more Call of Duty and like Madden, and we'll occasionally get like a nice indie game that's an exclusive, and we'll re-release The Last of Us.
There you go. I was going to make a Last of Us joke right now too. Here's Last of Us 3, but it's not 3. It's actually 1 and 2, just as a full game itself.
Yeah, they just, instead of having to like switch games, they just stitched it together and were like, oh look, it's the Saga remastered, so we get the games again. It's like Sony has the worst part is like Sony does an amazing job when it comes to producing these single player first or second party games. They do an amazing job with this. They are severely out of touch though. Like they just don't listen to like, oh, all of these people all over the internet are clamoring for this thing, and the game is the original is still active. People are still talking about it. They're still playing it. There's YouTube videos being produced about it still that are getting lots of views. Let's turn a blind eye to all of that and re-release a game. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Well, outside of the fact that the re-releasing of games, especially in the remaster world, it's like, okay, cool. Minimal amount of work for a potential larger return on investment for that. That makes sense financially. It honestly does, and I hate that it does.
Just give me Final Fantasy X.
No.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know,
I'm not going to have Riku in Super HD because I'm not 17 anymore, and now it's officially wrong.
So, just so you know, the only real reason why I'm playing Silksong, I'm waiting for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds to come back. I got addicted to that beta. I have a problem.
Well, no, that's a good problem to have, though.
No, the game is if that's it and it's done and they don't need to tweak anything. Obviously, you know
small things here
and there. That game is just that's what I swear to God, that's what Mario Kart wanted to be.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I just want a remake of Sonic Rush. Okay,
I just want a straight up port. Don't fuck with the graphics at all. The old Sonic R from I think it was like Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Or no, it was it was Saturn.
Yeah, Sega Saturn.
Just give me a full on port of that with the swimmy ass handling and the just terrible looking graphics. Objectively it was a pretty bad game, but it was still a lot of fun. It was still a real lot of fun.
I just want Rush so I can play with Blaze again.
Oh God. No.
Which she was an actual playable character.
No, you see what we really need is some of those old ass like forgotten survival horror titles that were released only in like Japan and like or very limited in like maybe Europe on like the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast, where for whatever reason Sega's like, oh yes, we still want to try to chase Resident Evil with our own Resident Evil clones, and we're just not going to invest the same type of talent or money into them. I mean, one of the few ones that made it stateside was fucking Blue Stinger. And that game holds a deep place in my heart. I love it to death, and I know it's an awful fucking game, but it just has so much charm.
I'm still waiting for Perfect Dark.
It's canceled again, by the way.
I know.
It's not coming out.
And I'm
just
so
first off that trailer, none of that was Perfect Dark. That was just standard action adventure game. Yeah. That not a single thing of that trailer that they showed.
Well, I mean, look at what they were doing with the like little intro trailer for the new Call of Duty Black Ops. They're trying to like do Inception looking shit in there, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be like, oh, super cool and play with reality. It's like, you're a fucking Call of Duty game. Come on, we all know what's gonna happen. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Oh no, somebody that we thought was dead isn't dead, and they're now the villain.
So, speaking of Call of Duty,
it was movie news. That was your fucking movie news.
No. I have more stuff. No. Sony turned down a pitch from Steven Spielberg to direct the movie. Now, keep this in mind. Steven Spielberg is a diehard fan of Call of Duty himself and because of his kids. And he had a pitch. He went to Sony, pitched it to them. Apparently, I can kind of understand why they said no, because he wanted full control of the movie. Like, they don't get a say in it at all. Like, trust me, I'm Steven Spielberg. I found that out today. That tripped me out.
Does Sony know Sony's track record on movies?
No, wait. There's something else. There's something else to say.
Unless it's animated, it's not gonna
No,
do anything.
No, wait. There's even more. What you just said.
No.
Yeah. So apparently, recently, the head at Sony went to the film
Festival?
Huh?
Festival or what?
No. He went to basically the heads of the film making department.
Oh yeah, for Sony Pictures.
Yeah, Sony Pictures, and he was like, "Yeah, so we got to start making Marvel quality movies.
Yeah, no shit.
No more trash movies.
At least Marvel quality.
So it's like, so you knew they were releasing bad quality the whole time, and only now you're trying to get into the game of it.
Oh well, the biggest problem that Sony had with a lot of those is they just weren't investing the time, the money, or the actual talent into those movies. They were just producing them, one after the other. It's saying like, hey, let's get this done cheaply, make a quick buck. That's what it feels like that they were doing. They weren't actually trying to release anything that would be like, oh, this is going to be a huge blockbuster. It's going to be amazing. The only division that at all did anything worthwhile was their animation division. And even then, they dropped the fucking ball when it came to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we don't believe in this, even though anybody that sees it could be like, this is a great film
for
gold. Kids and adults. Has good music, great animation, and it's like it's a good story. It's like it's not like a breakthrough story by any stretch, but it's a good story. And they're like, nope, we're passing on this. Netflix, do you want it? Do they have anybody with a working brain that works in the executive suite there? Because I don't think that they do. They just greenlight the dumbest
scared
shit.
of money.
Why do I imagine?
Is scared of money.
Why do I imagine that when they went to Netflix and they're like, "Hey, do you guys want this?" The people at Netflix kind of looked at each other and they're like, "Yo, just play it off like we don't, but we actually do." Like, yeah, I guess we'll take it off your hand. We'll take it for this much. Probably not going to do well. It'll get lost in the algorithm. They're like, "Okay, cool." So, got it. Then they once they were out of the building, do what
push
you need
it
to.
hard.
Super hard. And if it does good, 2 sequels and a live action movie.
Yeah.
And it literally got 2 sequels and a live action movie, and apparently there is like an animated series that might even be made off of it too.
And it got released in theaters.
Oh yeah,
as a sing along.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's like Sony has dropped the ball so many times when it comes to their entertainment divisions, like both gaming and entertainment divisions. I mean, for fuck's sake, Demon Souls wasn't even released by Sony, even though they published it in Japan, because they're like, nah, I don't think the American audience is going to want this. And people fucking imported the game anyway. And then once it got released over here stateside by, I think it was Atlas.
yeah.
They were like, oops, we fucked up. We'll help fund the next one. But at that point, they're like, no, we're going multi-platform.
Yeah.
And they stopped working exclusively with Sony outside of literally one time. And then Sony, again, sat on the fucking property like a madman.
They did that for the remake too.
And then
because it's owned by Sony. Yeah.
And then I also found out, and this is gonna get you a little frustrated.
Oh, I get frustrated so easy.
Darth Vader was supposed to be a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy.
The fuck?
Yeah, all because
Disney.
They have both properties.
Yeah,
and
that sounds about like what Disney would do.
Luckily, Gunn was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, it's like that. That sounds like something Disney would try.
You saying that, it reminds me of the fact that they were trying to make, or J.J. Abrams was trying to make Star Wars, or at least the sequels that he was part of. Part of his little universe thing that he's trying to do.
Yeah. Cloverfield.
The Cloverfield universe thing. Yeah.
I was like, how does this make sense?
Some people just really want it to be. They really do. Oh, it looks like every movie that JJ has worked on that has turned into a Cloverfield movie that wasn't the original Cloverfield was never meant to be a Cloverfield movie.
It wasn't.
They all just have little shit added in to just kind of tie it in most of the time after the fact. Or they'll just edit it in a a certain way, or maybe have somebody back of the head in the screen and them talking about something, or maybe they'll just film like an extra little scene at the very end or something like that to be like, oh, look, it's the same universe.
Because didn't he also try to do that for his Star Trek movies too, apparently?
No, supposedly his Star Trek movies are in the same universe as Cloverfield. Yeah.
It's like,
which
he really wants it to be the case.
Yeah.
Right?
And then, so I think this came out earlier in the week, if not last week. So Warner Brothers pulled a move. People are very divisive on it. Mortal Kombat got pushed back to May 15th of next year.
What was the reason?
They believe they have a really good movie on their hands, and they want it to be a summer blockbuster and not a throwaway in October of this year.
So they're retarded. I'm not even going to edit that out, because it's like, so they're actually just deficient.
Yeah, but so here's the funny thing.
It does make sense, because technically October is filled with movies.
Well, October this year is actually filled with movies. And it's horror movie month.
Yeah.
What they need to do with that is that's like, it is a blockbuster movie, but that's not a summer blockbuster movie. That's a please don't release me in January movie, because it's like, fuck you, it's January. That's the dumping ground. You want it to release somewhere around a holiday, like a Labor Day holiday, near Thanksgiving, near Christmas. Because Christmas, even though it's a national fucking holiday, still a fair amount of people that go see movies because the theaters are open on Christmas.
A lot of times me and my family would do that on Christmas. We'd go to the movies.
Yeah, it's like, that's the perfect example. It's like, you want to release it around like a big national holiday because it's going to drive people into the theaters for that.
Yeah, but
that is the dumbest goddamn thing to release as a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, but
especially to put it on the like, they're not doing anything else. They're not filming extra scenes. Why make it wait like an extra 6 to 8 months?
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
But at the same time, so they're working on the Street Fighter movie, which has the weirdest casting I've ever seen. There's wrestlers from America and Japan. 50 Cent is in it. It's weird, but that quietly release date disappeared, and they finally dropped the new release date. So for that, October 16th of 2026. So
is it done filming?
No, apparently they're still doing some filming.
Okay.
But that I can kind of understand, though. They've been going in and out with that one. So
I just want to see Cody Rhodes as Guile, man. That's all I care about.
Frankly, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, and then they released the funny thing is they released these posters of you remember the selection screen in Street Fighter 2?
Yeah.
Where you would see like the continents where you fly to this and the other, and you'd have like your character picture right there. So each actor next to their character picture. And it's a really cool thing. They've been putting them out there. Cool. Yeah, so now they officially announced who is who.
Who's playing Chun-Li?
Chun-Li, hold on.
I don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem, you do.
I'm just waiting for more of the Zelda movie stuff to be announced.
Well, they did announce who Zelda's cast as. I don't remember her name, but they did announce that at least. I don't think they've announced Link yet.
That movie's not going to make anybody happy.
No, it really won't. There's not a soul that's going to be happy fully with that movie.
Okay, so
Tom Holland.
Somehow, some way, he'll find his way into that.
Her name is Kalina Liang.
Now, who's Cammy?
Oh, Cammy, believe it or not, she was in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Huh.
She was my girl. Oh crap, what's her name? Vampire chick. I can never remember her name.
Vampire.
Namina. It starts with an N. I remember you saying that.
Okay.
Natara.
There you go.
No fucking idea.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the movie, she played Natara. Unfortunately, spoilers. It's an old movie. They'll deal with it. She got axed by Kung Lao.
Okay.
Buzzsaw, cut her in half and everything. But yeah.
Well,
so
with an outfit like that, it's gonna happen. They can't have her on there. That's gonna be too high of a cost. The whole rest of the movie.
One of my big things with this movie, and I love this actor. I think he's a great actor. David Dastmalchian is playing Bison.
that really was a weird casting
Now,
choice.
don't get me
when
wrong.
I heard
I
that.
think I think
actor.
he can pull up. I think he can pull off being a villain, no problem. But it's just Bison has that aura to him.
There's a certain gravitas.
Yes, and
Raul Julia knocked it out of the park, even though the movie was silly.
Raul Julia set the bar.
Yeah.
Like, really genuinely set the bar. So, but I think he can do it. But it's just, I don't picture him when I think Bison.
No.
And then just another weird one, Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Now you see, it's like all they need to do is just throw him in some green paint and he's fine.
Yeah, no, I
He's
think
already like...
if you actually saw him in the last Fast and Furious movie, he's basically borderline Joker in that movie. And not Persona Joker like from Batman. But he can pull off the crazy, no problem. So the crazy like out there like, I think so. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Everybody that they picked, I think they'll be fine. But it's just like, okay, are you going accurate? Like you said,
Yeah, are you going
accurate,
game accurate? Or are you trying to go like just story accurate? So it's a little bit more real to life. So it really depends on how they go. Because again, it's like with how Alina was kind of in that image you showed, kind of working out for the Chun-Li role. It's like it's one thing to work out for the Chun-Li role so that you look the part, but it's another thing to be the part. And because she better be doing the kicks.
Yeah.
The lightning kicks, like that has to happen
Spinning
in the
bird
movie.
kick. We need a spinning bird kick.
It's like we need a spinning bird kick. We need a lightning kick. Has to happen. If it does not happen, the movie is a failure. It's like Cammy doing the Frankenstein. Has to happen.
Yeah.
For me, it does not matter who Chun-Li is, because the only person to ever truly
You're gonna
play,
say Jackie Chan, aren't
yes.
you? Yes, I knew it.
Oh no,
Jackie Chan.
absolutely.
Yeah, City Hunter.
best Chung of all time, and will always be my Chung.
But then, and then one more bit of news, real quick. So, Superman's a sequel got announced, but it's not a direct sequel.
Interesting.
It's the Man of Tomorrow, and word is that he has to build a league to fight the new threat, and in that league, we may see Lex Luthor in his power suit. Finally,
Yes.
actually in the green and purple power suit. Oh, and then it'll also have Supergirl and Lobo, and apparently Hawkgirl is going to be in it, and so will Green Lantern.
Needs more Zatanna.
Well, I mean, they are currently filming Clayface, and we have all we know is that that's going to be a horror movie. We have no idea what else they're going to do with that. They could throw her in there randomly.
Needs more Zatanna. The whole thing needs more Zatanna.
But yeah, so
And Raven, but
yeah, so
I don't have a
they're-
type at all. No,
Right now, not in the slightest.
no. Can't,
But yeah.
impossible to tell.
I just looked up who Ryu is, and yeah, good choice.
Oh yeah, Andrew Koji.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's actually very good casting for that one.
Yeah, and but yeah, so that, just wanted to chime in on that Superman one too, real quick. So, yeah, they keep throwing out that word league.
Oh, you know what's gonna piss me off though about the Street Fighter?
What?
Because that, like Koji, he very good casting for Ryu. Mm-hmm. What if they fucking make him useless? I mean, look what they did with Ryu and Ken in the first movie. Like, they were literally useless until
Arm
like the
stealers.
last scene,
Yeah,
where they
arm
did like
stealers.
their moves, like the
Oh,
Shoryuken and the
weird
fireball.
Yeah, the weird flash on the screen of a fireball.
Yeah, it's like they're gonna be useless until he'll be absolutely useless, just kind of getting his ass handed to him every so often, throwing around a walker
you know
and
what,
shit,
though?
and then all of a sudden, fireball, and it's like, oh,
Hey, but wait, they
have
did
the power.
Hey, first off, we still haven't even got a trailer for that movie, okay?
No, that would be fucking nice, but that's never gonna
They're-
happen.
yeah,
they're
they're
never
never
gonna give
gonna
us a
give us a
trailer for
trailer.
that until like,
A week before it comes out.
yeah, and for whatever reason, it'll be a 10.5-minute trailer. Each minute's gonna, or every 30 seconds, it's gonna switch fucking languages again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then 50 Cent, obviously Balrog.
Why's it gotta be Balrog?
Hey, I just want Doug League, bro.
Yeah, they don't have Dudley. Even Eric Andre is in the movie.
Why?
Huh.
He's cast as a character named Don Savage. I'm not too versed in Street Fighter lore.
Somehow that seems racist.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
I think he's Balrog's handler.
Yeah, right. I think he is. I think he's Balrog's
Like his Don King.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
I think that was the character's name. But it's been a long time since I've cared about Street Fighter lore.
Although Roman Reigns is Akuma. yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Yeah, that is his. Because I remember the stage in 5. He's in the background.
Oh man, Roman Reigns as a. I heard
he's just
about
the
that.
ring. He's just
The
the
ring
ring
announcer.
announcer
Yeah.
Okay, so
for the CWA, which is Capcom Wrestling Association.
Oh, so he's more associated with like Armika.
yeah,
and
okay,
Yeah,
things like
he's-
that.
I got it.
Zangief. But oh man, I Roman Reigns as Akuma kinda works for just the sense that it's like, okay, Roman Reigns has muscle on him. But for the same reason The Rock a year ago would have made a great Akuma if that was what they were fucking looking for. I know one of the things that they are trying to do more so in Hollywood, especially lately, is cast people appropriately to the characters. So it's like if you write a character or you have a character that is a specific ethnicity, to try to get somebody that is at least part of that ethnic group. Motherfucker is, I believe, Samoan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
Akuma, not fucking Samoan.
Well, yeah, but you know what though, it's one of those things. Physically, he fits the bill.
Yeah, it's like he fits the bill.
Then,
So
you know,
it's
we
like,
just
I
got to
get
see how he's portrayed, because it's kind of like what you said with Chun-Li.
I want to see how they're going to portray.
Yeah,
them.
it's like with him, I want to see, because they have his actual
he's
name.
kind of got the physique.
Yeah, because they have his actual name, Joe Anoa'i. Anoa'i, A-N-O-A-I.
I'm not even
yeah.
sure because
But-
since I know it's kind of in the Pacific Islander area of the world, I know that it's predominantly like consonant vowel type setup. So it's like if you have vowels, they're going to be typically individual unless it's like an AI, because that's typically like I.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the Ken casting.
Oh, yeah.
No, who's the Ken?
Noah Centineo.
The fuck?
That looks like a high school picture.
I could have taken his picture at a high school last year.
Apparently, from what I heard, or from what I'm reading, he mainly appeared in a lot of Disney and Netflix movies.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, he looks like he's from there.
He was on Austin and Alley a lot, apparently.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. That's
I only know it because
Yeah,
my
that's his
sister,
Disney show.
she grew up with
it's
Disney.
a songwriter, singer, dude falls in love with the girl.
Yeah.
Y'all are
That's
speaking a
basically
foreign
the
language.
whole summary. That's literally the summary of the show.
Oh, wait. Look up the actor that's playing Dan Hibiki, because we have, our resident expert,
resident Dan player here.
Dan player. So we need, it's going to be thumbs up or thumbs down. I feel
Yeah,
it's
the
not
movie's
be-
going to ride or die by Dan's casting. I guarantee it. How the fuck did they get Andrew Schultz to be Dan Hibiki?
I don't know.
That is so fucking miscast.
I have a feeling him, it's probably one of those, his agent was looking for stuff, saw Street Fighter. He's like, oh, Andrew likes that game. So let me bring this to him, see what he thinks. And he was like, yeah, let's try.
Fuck it, why not?
And then, he got picked. Maybe. And then E. Honda is a Japanese wrestler, Hiroki Goto.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes actually a lot of sense for that casting. Andrew Schultz doesn't make a lot of sense for that casting. Because at the very, I don't know if he's decided to work out at all for the role or anything. Because Dan Hibiki, even though he is a joke character, he
He's
is
still-
in some kind of
yeah.
physical shape. He does still have the muscles on him, not to the same degree as like Ken or Ryu, but he's still in shape. Andrew Schultz is a comedian. Motherfucker is probably sitting on the chair, like, getting nice and soft outside of doing like probably the same thing as his Papa Rogan, and going to like BJJ, doing the little ground bullshit all the day.
Well, you know what? They're probably gonna pair him up with Momoa's Blanca, and they're gonna be like the buddy cop adventure aspect of the movie.
That's about the only way I could see it really working.
Yeah,
but that's
I
if they
think
give
that's-
Blanca like actual verbal tics or verbal usage instead of just as like verbal tics every so often. Like, hungry.
Have they said who's playing Sakura in this? Because I know she's confirmed, I think. No?
No.
But yeah, it's like I'd prefer someone else other
I'm
than
asking
Schultz.
because of this.
Oh well, it'd be nice.
I wouldn't, and unless again they've already put the character pictures out. So
I was just asking because, again, it popped up and I was like, hold up, what?
Yeah, I don't think.
Maybe one day we'll get news before the movie comes out. But yeah, it's like some of the cast like that. That's the worst casted of all the casts so far. Well, actually, no, never mind. Ken is. Ken looks like a child. It's like if Ryu looks like actually Ryu, and then he comes out as Ken, like, "Hi, I'm Ken." Oh dear God, what have we gotten ourselves
All I
into?
want from this movie, I'm not asking for much, is
You're already asking for way too much.
for this M. Bison to do the iconic yes.
And I say I would like to see that. I would like to see
All I
come
need to
from-
see is because they'll probably do a montage of fights. At the end of the montage, it has to end with the slow motion.
It won't.
It
And that
won't.
Vega's
that,
not
that
in this,
hurts
right?
me inside.
Vega's in it.
Okay, cool.
Orville Peck.
Who the fuck?
Good-
Image.
Yes,
Bring up
Image.
Image, boy.
I just threw my phone away.
Nope. Keep it out. Got to keep it out forever. This is your lot in life now. After you beat the boss, this is now your job.
How the fuck do you spell that?
Orville and then Peck. Peck.
Is he related to fuck? What was the guy's name? It was another Peck in Hollywood.
I don't think so. Hold on. Let me.
I think it was it Oliver Peck? I don't remember what the guy's name is, and I really should because he was in the old To Kill a Mockingbird and such. Huh?
He's a.
They're pulling a stunt from the Chun-Li movie and getting a musician to play him.
Yeah, he's
no.
a country musician.
What the fuck?
He wears a mask.
Yeah,
What in
that's
the
why I'm like,
sweet,
what the fuck is this?
merciful-
Okay.
The fuck?
Okay, no. I see what I mean when I say this movie has like a weird casting.
It really
like,
does. It's like some of the people look like okay, I can see this person as it, but I want to see how they're going to actually portray the character. Like Alina, Koji, I think is going to do a great job.
Apparently, there's a picture of him in the outfit thing with the wig and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture.
Oh, they've got to touch that shit up. They have got to touch that shit up in post.
Yeah.
That looks pretty fucking bad. Oh man,
That
hurts.
So watch the Mortal Kombat 2 movie actually be amazing.
just end up having to wait for the
Yeah,
fucking thing.
you know, because what's his name? Boone. He got to see it already, and he tweeted out that he actually tweeted something along the lines of like, "This is what a Mortal Kombat movie is supposed to be." So he is apparently all on board with it. So
Well, I would hope so because he's financially tied to it.
well, no, but because the last movie he didn't really say too much on social media when it came out. He was just like, "Yeah, they did great," blah blah blah, and then just kind of quietly, "Okay, we'll go over here."
Minding his own business.
Over there working on Injustice 3, but you know.
Working on it.
Nah.
You have so much faith in him.
Well, I mean,
Or in Warner Brothers, for that matter.
well,
Well,
no.
no, I mean, it's been confirmed.
Well, it's
by
been confirmed,
the
but
voice
that doesn't mean
actors.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I do like the fact that people were freaking out about that, and it's like, you know, there's some NDAs that allow you to confirm the creation of something, right?
Yeah,
It's like you just
it's-
can't tell any details about the
Yeah,
fucking
it's like-
thing.
It's
certain
the
details
different thing
can't
where
be-
like you can't like say any lines from it. You can't say story or anything. You can say, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that."
Yeah, it's like they're depending on the level of NDA. It's like you can say that I am this character, typically at most. Or you can say, I am a voice actor in this game. Or this is a game that is releasing. That's about it. Most type of hired guns for games like that, whether it be voice actors or like pinch hitters for art and stuff like that, contractors.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they could put it out that, the game definitely exists, but they can't tell you a goddamn detail of what they did on it.
Nope.
Yep.
At least until the game's out. And then they're like, okay, I did this. This is mine.
Watch Game Awards. We're going to get a teaser trailer. Like how, because even Ed Boon said that he admits that they kind of set the bar a little too high for themselves when he came out to that one Game Awards to give away the Best Racing Game Award. And then the Scorpion Spear broke through the screen, and then you get that really badass trailer. And he was like, yeah.
Can't do that one again.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we kind of set the bar a little high for ourselves. Because because remember, ever since then, every year, everybody expects some type of NRS trailer, and it never happens, and now people are like, we're never gonna get that one.
Just like we'll never get another Bloodborne because Sony doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, remember, you got to go to the Switch to play that one.
Fuck no.
Yeah, that was such a slap in the face to Sony, and I love
that
it.
It's
like, I am so happy.
Remember
that
when we saw
Software
when we saw the trailer, and then you were the first one out of the group of us that was like, really? Nintendo really just slapped them in the face.
Yeah, it's like, out of anything that could have happened, it's like everybody's getting super excited over this trailer, and it's like, Nintendo. It's like, who? Sony, you fucked up.
I remember when I posted in our group, and the group chat, it's like, hey, to our one friend, and it's like, Bloodborne 2 is out. But guess what? It's on the Switch.
Oh, the absolute just vitriol that the internet started spewing the moment that was released. It was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Sony, you have just fucked up so bad that you literally effectively gave over one of your highest requested properties to a competitor for damn near launch.
I know, right?
It's like, oh man. I
still
don't
won't buy
feel
a
bad
Switch
for
2
them.
though.
No, I'm never buying a Switch 2.
No.
It's like, I really want that game, but I am by no means ever buying a Switch 2.
I would not buy a Switch 2 anytime soon because I'm willing to bet in about 6 months. Oh, no, actually, they did confirm there is a Switch 2 coming out that is bundled with the new Pokemon game.
Oh,
yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah,
I know.
that one. And then, guarantee you, in about 6 months, they're probably going to be like Switch 2 OLED.
Oh, I could see them
Because
doing something
they're
like
doing
that.
the bundled thing, like how they did for the OLED for the Breath of the Wild 2 whatever it was called. Mm-hmm. That special edition. They're doing one for the ZA one.
Yeah.
For the Pokemon ZA. And I'm like, I want to play the game, but I am not spending that much money on that
fuck
console.
that. If I'm going to be spending that much money on a portable console, I'm just going to buy a fucking Steam Deck.
Or the new Xbox handheld thing.
Well, yeah, it's like that. It's the only reason I would consider that new ROG Ally Steam Steam Deck variant for the Xbox. The only reason I buy that is because it is newer than the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck hardware in there is currently a little bit older now. It's like it still performs, but it's starting to show its age as far as just what is going to be kind of best playable on it.
Only thing about the Steam Deck right now and the whole LAX, Steam has confirmed, or Valve has confirmed, they are working on the Steam Deck 2.
And it'll be nice. And it's like they have, of course, the LCD model for the current one, but most of the models are now the OLED models. And the most expensive model, which is still leaps and bounds more powerful than a Switch 2, is about like $50 more than a Switch 2.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
pretty much.
Fuck it. I get my Steam library on the go for $50 more than basically a way to play Pokemon on the go. There used to be $100 to play Pokemon on the go when you got a Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I'm not about to spend $500 to play probably a poorly optimized Pokemon game.
No, you're paying about $500 to play a game that you technically don't even own.
Oh yeah, that too. With the little game key bullshit. That was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, apparently it affected my old Switch because I was playing. I was asking you about fixing my stick drift on my light because I was trying to play Pokemon Scarlet because of some event that's going on. And I was like, hey, I'll play it. Yeah, it has a cartridge on it. I'm like, I don't have the cartridge for this. Why is this here? Clicked on it, and it's like, oh yeah, the virtual game keys here, and I'm like,
yeah, I hate that bullshit. It's like
That's
when they switch things up. But then again, I'm also highly anti-DRM of any kind because it's kind of like if you have the DRM, all it's going to do is entice people to operate outside the law to get your games. And to break that encryption, even if they get the game legally, they're going to want to break it because it never is a positive for the person who installs the game. All it does is just eat system resources and sometimes just make it harder to actually launch the fucking game or keep the game running because they're terrible. They're system hogs. They get into parts of your system. Like, what was it? There was one that was going around for a while that wanted to have fucking kernel access to your Windows computers. No, nothing gets kernel access to my Windows-based computers unless it's Windows. I'm not letting anything have any kind of remote control to my operating system. That shit is locked the fuck down. There is no kernel access ever. Anybody puts a kernel level access anti-cheat or any sort of piracy protection, fuck that. No, never. I will as soon as die than buy your game. I will pirate it out of spite.
That doesn't let me.
That's like I'm not going to install the fucking game. I'm going to pirate it anyway.
It doesn't let me mod it. And
not
ban
all
me.
views and expressions are agreed upon by everybody here.
Well, here's the best part, though. If a company uses DRM, I don't buy their shit. That's why I moved over to GOG for a long time when it came to like Steam and stuff like that, because Steam is technically its own DRM. But there was also a problem with a lot of the more modern games releasing on Steam that would carry heavy DRM. But thankfully, a lot of those games were almost exclusively by Ubisoft and EA and Activision, and they all had their own launchers that they stopped releasing games on Steam for a period of time when everybody's like, we want to have our own Steam. And then they went and fucked it up for themselves, and nobody bought their shit for a long time. And then they all came back to Steam. But yeah, it's like, that was one of my favorite parts about like GOG's initial mission is like, hey, we're not putting DRM on our shit. We're just giving you the old game, especially when it was primarily older games. I mean, because it was GOG, good old games. It's like they would just package the game, no DRM, just installs, open, ta-da, you're good. You could store the install file like on an external hard drive, so it's like if for whatever reason you uninstall it and you want to reinstall it later and you don't want to have access to the internet to re-download the thing, you still have the install. You don't need connection to the internet for any fucking DRM nonsense. Because like I am one of those people where it's like I really hate having to be online for every goddamn video game. I really don't like that. It's stupid. I get why it happens from a business standpoint, but it's fucking stupid. That said, Spider-Man pre-release is next week for Magic.
God, we were so close to getting.
I will not ever let it not happen. It will
So close.
Always happen. We will always find a way back to Magic.
Speaking of which, they already released some of the cards. Obviously, already a bunch of leaks or set reveals have been revealed. A lot of the arena cards, the versions of the Spider-Man cards, because Again, licensing, legal reasons, stuff like that.
They're like, we don't have to pay. Want to have to pay later.
Yeah, cards were already revealed for that. I kind of like the names of the ones in the arena more than I do if they were the Spider-Man ones.
Nah, I get you. It's like some of the names that they came up with were kind of a little, like, man behind the keyboard for like one of the fucking Spider-Man cards. Like, come on, get a little bit better than that. It's like they have a couple really stupid fucking names. Like they're just kind of like, we need a couple names. What's the image of? Guy behind the keyboard. Fuck it, that's the name. But yeah, they got a little bit more creative with the arena version.
Like literally the one complaint card that we have shitted on for being like the most expensive card in the set, the Soulstone.
Yeah.
In arenas, it looks so much better. Like it actually looks like it belongs in Magic.
I knew Soulstone was gonna be like a good card. Although I think personally it is way too hyped up as far as like outside of it being a Marvel reference and it's like having the Thanos card. It really is just an Arcaner Signet. That's all it is. It's it's an Arcaner Signet because it's like, okay, you generate the mana for black only. You have a really high cost for the Infinity effect, and it's not cheap to put down.
Oh,
so it's kind of like the only positive to this being kind of an Arcaner Signet is that it's indestructible right out the gate. That is the only positive. Otherwise, it's kind of like you have to play it in like a mono black or a deck that has like a dual color that has black or something that's going to be heavily playing from the graveyard. There's no other point to having that card. It is not that good of a card. It is powerful situationally.
Very situational card altogether.
But no. Price speculators and scalpers are going to drive that card into the fucking ceiling. Guaranteed.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, what's it currently running at?
I will look up right now. It's beats me to it.
It's like I'm pretty damn sure that card's probably running like $300 already.
I'm scanning to see if there's any like sudden announcements or whatnot.
You know what sudden announcement there is? That while Josie looks this up, this has been the Shenanigoons podcast with music by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. This has been John,
Jose,
and Josie.
And the Soulstone, which is $140 as of this recording.
That's
and
the basic
set
one.
Isn't even fucking out. So, have yourselves a lovely night and get fucked.
Bye bye.
Adios.